Hello guys, and welcome back to the second video of my history channel, Interwar. Today, continuing with the Napoleonic era theme, I will talk about a unit that lasted for only a year, but it is well known within Napoleonic history. This is the story of Lützow's Freikorps. The story of the Freikorps began in 1813, when Ludwig Adolf Wilhelm von Lützow, a major of the Prussian army during the time and had taken part in the Battle of Auerstadt, the Siege of Coburg, and the disastrous campaign of German liberation under Ferdinand von Schill in 1809, officially created the Royal Prussian Freikorps von Lützow with permission from Prussian Chief of Staff Gerhard von Scharnhorst. The corps consisted of infantry, cavalry, and Tyrolean Jägers, hunter units, basically skirmishers, and recruited volunteers from all across Germany, including Austria. The allies of the Sixth Coalition hoped that, with this recruitment strategy, they could therefore entice more Germanic nations to join their alliance against Napoleon. The Freikorps recruited from all types of men and women, from bankers to playwrights to the working class. Although a major part of the corps, students only accounted for around 12% of the around 3,000 men who were in the corps. Many major German intellectuals from the time also joined the corps, such as Karl Theodor Korner, Joseph von Eichendorff, Friedrich Ludwig Jahn, and many more. The Tyrolean hunters, led by veterans of the 1809 Tyrolean revolt under Andreas Hofer, also came and joined the corps. Lützow's Freikorps wore different uniforms from the rest of the Prussian army because of the lackluster state of the Prussian economy. They used black dyed civilian clothing or captured enemy uniforms, with trench coats and various headgear like shakos, berets, or caps, giving them a distinct look from the regular Prussian army. However, Tyrolean Jaeger units kept their usual grey-green uniforms as the rest of the army. From June to August 1813, the Freikorps, aiming to harass Napoleon's forces in Germany, went deep within the Franco-Allied states, whilst also attempting to turn some of France's German allies against her. However, they failed in both aspects and were warned too late of the armistice of Plaswitz, as they were caught behind the demarcation line. At Kitzen near Leipzig, Lützow's corps were virtually annihilated by a French force under General of Division François Fournier, with Lützow himself barely escaping. Later, during the Sixth Coalition, Lützow and his men served under the command of Russian General Ludwig von Wallenorden, the Army of the North, and acclaimed themselves in the battles of Gadebusch and Goth. Lützow's Freikorps were then sent against Denmark and participated in the siege of Jülich, before being captured by the French in 1814. After the Treaty of Paris in 1814, the Freikorps were dissolved, with the infantry turning into the 25th Infantry Regiment, later renamed to the 1st Rhine Regiment in 1816, and the cavalry into the 6th Alliance Regiment, however, keeping their distinct black uniforms for both regiments. Both of them fought in the 7th Coalition in Blücher's Prussian army at both Ligny and Waterloo, and were fully integrated into Prussian service after the war. Even with the short time span of the corps became famous after the war due to its army consisting of people from all over Germany, and became glorified by fervent German nationalists, with many former men of the Freikorps joining in pan-German movements, such as the first Wartburg Festival in 1817, Hambacher Fest in 1832, and the 1848 revolutions in Germany. The Freikorps, therefore, would be etched into German history and pride forever. Thank you.